Yer. Welcome to the Fragrance Plug, your source for all things scent. I am your host, Maurice. This is episode 29. Thursday, man. It's right before Friday. Let's get active, man. Y'all know what it is, man. Let's see. I see you already active down in the chat, Walter. I greatly appreciate that, fam. Much love to you, Bezo the Prophet. Salute, man. Salute. Big up to everybody that's on. I see you, fam. Much love, man. Scent of the day, Cashmere Musk. The one and only. Hey, I'm with it. I'm with it. We got a packed out show today, y'all. We have two first impressions that we're going to be going over. We also have, we're going to be tapping in. We're going to be talking about the three new Louis Vuitton fragrances. So I do have a little bit of information on those. There's a new girl on that's dropping at 20,000. 20,000 that they're going to be dropping soon. So we do have to talk about that. That's going to be a limited edition one. It's going to be coming out in September. Oh, no, October, I think. We also have a list, 5 sophisticated fragrances for the fall, so we will be tapping into that. Also, we got 4 rounds of this or that, so y'all know I'm gonna need y'all input on that. We have a few date night fragrances. We have some that's gonna be great for the fall. We also have a few designers that are gonna be in this battle, so it's gonna be good to get y'all input on that. And then we got a few shelf talks. We're gonna talk about some fragrances that I just want to tune up before it gets ready to be the time to wear them. Some of these designers, so for me, something that I like to do, especially when the fragrance has been sitting for a while, like let's say if I've had a fragrance sitting for like 5 months, you know what I'm saying? Just letting it macerate and mature a little bit. What I like to do is, especially right before it goes into a new season, so with us getting ready to go into fall and winter, now I'm starting to tune up some of those fragrances. So now I'm spraying them, trying to get anything that might have been sitting in there. Just I don't have to wear them, but at least spraying them, getting some of that backup oil, whatever might have been holding it off, and getting some new chemicals, new freshness into the atomizer. So that's something that I like to do. That is definitely something that I like to do. Just got my little top of Tariq in the mail. That's what's up, man. Much love. Hey, glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. I saw so many of those in the rack stores. So one of the reasons why we didn't have a live stream yesterday was because I went to the rack store. And bro, I went to like 5 or 6 rack stores. Y'all about to have, I'm telling, it's like, and there were a few Burlingtons that had a lot of the Tariqs. I don't think I saw the Tariq Intense, but I know I saw a lot of the Tariqs. I saw some Kingdoms in there. Somebody hit me up yesterday on IG, and they were saying that they saw, I think they saw Hawass Black. They saw Club de Nuit Urban Man Elixir. They sent me a video of it and everything. I was like, damn, I didn't even see it at none of the stores that I went to today. So I was kind of shocked by that. So yeah, it's a lot of little toppers popping up in these Burlingtons and rack stores, especially the Burlingtons and TJ Maxx. Yeah, they starting to pop up. They starting to pop up, man. Let's go ahead and get into the show. Let me switch it over here. And let's get active with the daily drop. Y'all know what it is. Welcome to the daily drop. This is where we talk about all new fragrances, upcoming releases, designers, niche, affordables. It don't matter. If it's about to drop, this is where we talk about it. So we know that we have the Louis Vuitton coming up. I still don't. Oh shit. I still don't know much outside of these notes right now. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't know much outside of these notes. We got the peony, we got the magnolia, we got some jasmine, geranium, and raspberry. I have no idea what this is gonna be coming out fast. And the worst part of the 2025 Journey to China collection, tentative release date October 17th. So these are kind of what the 3 bottles are gonna look like. I wonder why they all got different caps like this too. I'm kind of curious about that. But these are 3 of them. Like I said, this is just the first one. This is Moontail. I'm kind of curious to know about this. My only thing with this is I don't know how I would be able to get a sample. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm pretty sure this is going to be limited release. Maybe I can check with Fragrance Lord, Decant House. Maybe I can check with Fragrance Decant Boutique. I can check with them, and maybe they might have it. But initially, this one's going to be a little tough to get into. Unless you get a full bottle, I don't know how we're going to be able to get into this one without blind buying it. Because I don't even know if they'll have it in stores to where you can, like, just sample it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if this is going to be an exclusive online release. Because I ain't going to lie. If I'm Louis Vuitton, something like this, I'm selling this shit online for, like, the first month. Y'all ain't sampling at all. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. But who knows, man? Who knows? They might, especially because it's LV. I don't know. Let's tap into the next one. Ink Mark. And I will say they all have the same perfumer also. Incense, rose, amber, and sandalwood. So smoky, rose, creamy in the dry down. Not really too sure about this one either. And the worst part about this is it's gonna be tough. But these samples gonna be like $60 for a 10 ml. Lemongrass, tea, magnolia, and rose centifola. That's what we have in the third one. The other fragrance that I did want to talk about before we transition into the show is this Guerlain, man. First of all, I like this bottle. So yes, this is a limited edition. And I do like this. I'm not even gonna hold you. As far as like the presentation, like this shit is immaculate. Now, orange citruses, floral notes, and woody notes. The thing is, this is supposed to be dropping sometime in November for the statue because that's gonna be a limited edition version. So that one's not gonna be the regular. That's gonna be like limited edition with the moon statue. They're only making 64 of those. It says 20,000 euros, but you are getting 1,000 milliliters worth of juice. Now, I'm just saying, let's just think about this. Think about this if you're like a Bezos, a Gates, you know what I'm saying? Like money ain't a thing for you. Would you pick this up? I ain't gonna lie to you. I would just off the statue alone. I ain't gonna hold. If money wasn't a thing, I would pick this up just off the statue alone. This shit look nice. And then you're getting 1,000 ml. I'm pretty sure I would never run out of this. You know what I'm saying? But if money wasn't a thing, I really like the presentation on this. I really do. Let me know down in the chat. If money wasn't a thing, would you get this? Does this sound like, because even just the note breakdown itself, orange citruses, floral, woody, yeah, it sounds like a basic note breakdown. But at the same time, it's a Guerlain. Something like that is something that I know I would enjoy as long as it's not on a, as long as it's not giving me like a Moschino Toy Boy type of rose. You know what I'm saying? Or a Bulgarian rose. I'm pretty much in there like swimwear when it comes to a no breakdown like this. So off the fragrance alone, I know I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm more so just overall, I would, if money wasn't a thing, boy, I'm telling you, I would spend that money on it. I would. I ain't gonna hold you. Just off the presentation alone, they got me. They got me. Let me know y'all thoughts down in the comment section. I would love to know what y'all think about that one. I would love to know what y'all think about that one. Okay. Now, we're going to swap on over to, we have two new fragrances that we're going to be tapping into for the first impression. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So I know I'm the note breakdown looks nice. The note breakdown looks nice. It looks like something that's very appealing. Like that right there. Oranges, florals, woody notes. And then there's Guerlain at the same time. So yeah, for me, if money wasn't a thing, I definitely would have. Yeah, I'll be picking that up. I'd be trying to be one of those 64 people that got that purchase for sure. Yeah, it's a lot of that going on, especially when it comes to the designers. I'm noticing that a lot of designers tend to do that. They tend to have that type of. Yeah. What up, my guy? What up, fam? What's good with you, man? We are switching over. We're about to tap into the Plantine Blanc. Blanc. You made it right on time. You made it right on time. Let's swap on over. Now, this is going to be my third out of the four that are currently out. The only one I'm missing right now is Scandal. Scandal. That's the only one that I'm missing right now. So I do have to get my hands on that one. But this one, if I had to get that or this one first, this one I knew I was getting off rip because this one is. I smelled this in the store, fam. I ain't gonna hold you. It's nice. I ain't gonna act like this is my first time smelling it. I just smelled I just sprayed it once. I ain't really spend too much time with it because I really like the opening. Y'all know me. I'm a fool for an opening. So, all right, let's put this down right here. And for those who don't know, the bottle, boy, the bottle has a nice feel to it too. It's almost like gradient in a way. Very nice, fam. Plantine Blanc on the back. Shout out to Neve with the Aromatix on the front. This bottle heavy as hell too. Good weight to it. Batch code information down at the bottom. Let's tap into it. Let's tap into it. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Where does this one rank compared to the other four that we've gotten right now? For me, Carnal Desire is my absolute favorite one. That raspberry, the oud, the leather scents that it gives off, I like that one a lot. Tobacco, Royal Taboo, that's my, well, I only got two until this one, so we're gonna see how this one goes. This might be in that three, man. I ain't gonna hold you. And then he also has like Malibu getting ready to drop too, so it's a couple of them. Beautiful atomizer. Hey, yo, man, bro, this shit is so nice, man. And there's a lot of green profiles. There's a lot of aromatics to it. Like it's lemon, it's lime, it's minty. It smells like rosemary. It's a lot of a green profile to it. Like this fragrance is absolutely beautiful, bro. This is my type of fragrance too because it has that bright, fizzy, fun side to it. Can be very mature at the same time, but just the profile alone is something that's very likable because it's playing on the limit. I get a lot of lime. My bad. I get a lot of lime in the air. I get some mint, but again, it's like rosemary, cypress, might even be like some clary because it's a lot of aromatics that's playing a big part in this. A big green factor in this fragrance. This shit is nice. That was in the air. Let's just go to the skin. Let's see how it's coming off that way. Cause yeah, yeah. Hey, you ain't lying, Walt. Hey, you not lying. I love how the bottles on all of these are amazing. The bottle will give you a concussion. Level 2. That's one level short of a Ray Lewis in the middle. In the A gap. Nah, out of there. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, now let's try this on skin because I'm rocking with this. This is a beautiful fragrance. Like if you're a big fan of like a Pacific Chill type of DNA or a what is it? Just any DNA that plays on citruses and mint in the opening, you will love this. It's so much better on skin. It's so much better on skin. On skin, you definitely get more of the green profile. On skin, it's a nice balance between the fresh citruses, but then the slight like rosemary, cypress profile that you get also. But it also has a lot of mint though. The mint is gonna be that number one factor. I would say like mint, freshness, then aromatics in that order. But the mint is gonna be that number one, and it is prominent. Now this, I'm not even gonna hold you, especially with the season that we're in. This smells like it's the type of fragrance that could still last throughout the fall. Like if you wanted a fresh fragrance that could almost be year round, and the crazy thing is, like, even just right now off of the skin, this fragrance just smells like it has a body to where, even though it is a somewhat fresh style fragrance, this shit still might last. But this shit still might push through the cold. Now I ain't saying it's gonna push through no 30, nothing like that. But if you're in the 50s, it might push through that because it also has like a little bit of a cooling effect to it too. Like it's fresh, it's refreshing, it's cooling at the same time. It's minty as hell, bro. It's minty. I like this. I don't know about this for the gym. I don't know, but I mean, you could, but you're gonna do like 2 sprays. You could, but you're gonna do 2 sprays. I don't know about the gym. I don't know about the gym, and that's not saying nothing wrong with that, but this fragrance just smells like you want to do so much more than the gym with this. Like if you wanted to do this for work, like this could definitely be a signature scent for work. But this could also just be a signature scent for high heat situations. You know what I'm saying? Like anything that really has to do with spring, summer, going into fall, transitional time points. All of those could be times to where this fragrance could easily be one that's worn. Easily be up there, fam. This shit is nice. This is nice. This fragrance is nice. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Hey, I don't know if y'all in the DFW area and you want to get your hands on this one, you can go to Dallas Perfume Wholesale. Let them know that the plug sent you and they will get you a discount on it. But if you've been trying to get this one or anyone in this line, this fragrance is nice. I'm liking this. And I ain't even gonna hold you. Our first impression, This might be my first. This might be my favorite one from the line right now. I'm kind of curious to see how that Malibu is gonna come off. The new one with the blue like translucent bottle. I'm very curious to know how that one's gonna come off. But right now, this is nice, man. And see, this is what I'm saying. You the word right from me. Realistic mint smells like if you're holding a mint leaf in front of your nose. I'm telling you, this is one. Like when you think about the mint in this, you kind of got to think about like the grapefruit that's in Light Blue Forever by Dolce and Gabbana. Like it's that realistic. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the main differences with this one to where I think that might be what's making it so addicting in that first opening because it's like, damn, you really. I wonder to anybody that has this fragrance, let me know because I know a couple of y'all might already have it. Let me know. Is it easy to go nose blind to this? Because I can really see myself truly going nose blind to this fragrance just because of how strong it is in the opening to where maybe after the first hour or two, I can see myself being like, yeah. I don't smell it no more. But others can probably pick it up. Damn, this is nice. This is nice. Now, one thing I am picking up is like, even though it's still early on in the fragrance experience, I am picking up something that's giving me like a soapy feel. So it's making me think that there's going to be somewhat like that soap style transition that we normally get in like an imagination or something. So I'm kind of curious to know how that's going to be. This is a beautiful first impression. This is a beautiful first impression, man. Oh my gosh, I like this one a lot. I definitely got to pick me up a bottle for sure, just off your reaction. Bam, it's nice, man. This is nice. And again, it's a simple fragrance. It's a simple fragrance. It's easy going. This really could be a fragrance that you could get somebody that's not even into fragrances as a gift or somebody that wants to get into fragrances. This could be something that would be great, especially if they don't want to start off with something that's too much in the affordable range to where it's like a $20 Latafa type of thing. But they want something that kind of gives them like a designer, even a niche level feel. This from the presentation to the bottle to the actual experience of the fragrance, at least from what I'm getting right now in the opening, this is nice. What you're getting, this is worth it, man. I'm saying. And then going back to what Walt said earlier, it's not too many fragrances that you're going to be able to pick up at this price point that gets you this realistic mint. Like he said, it's literally like holding a mint leaf to your nose. Y'all don't. Hey, man. Shout out to Neve with this. I don't know how. I don't. Man, we should have did this one second. I don't know how 9 p.m. Rebel gonna compete with that. I don't know how 9 p.m. Rebel gonna compete with that one. Oh man. Okay, come on. I mean 9 p.m. Elixir. My bad. Let's swap on over now. This one I got from Dallas Perfume Wholesale. Contact information will be down in the description for anybody that's curious. Let them know the plug sent you. This is the tester. So they do have testers in their store. Testers also get you a discount because it's not getting the same full presentation as if it was, you know what I'm saying, something else. So that's one good thing about those. Let me see what you're talking about, fellas. Hit the like button for this good content. Hey, we appreciate that, fam. We appreciate that. Now, we're going to go ahead and swap on over to the next fragrance. The second fragrance is going to be, what that thing got? The second fragrance is going to be 9 p.m. Elixir. Now, this one is tough because like the way that Plantine Blanc just hit, you know, luckily we don't care about the box, so I'm always cool with getting the tester. A tester is always good, especially if you know what type of presentation that most of these fragrances are gonna come off as, and if you know it's something that you don't want, you can always get the tester, fam. Especially if it comes with a bottle. I mean, with a cap. I hope it comes with a bottle. So this one comes with the cap. So you got that 9 p.m. Elixir. Hold on, let me get that better for y'all. You got that 9 p.m. Elixir look to it. Somewhat like a brown. Yeah, I like this. I like this. This is a beautiful bottle. This is a beautiful bottle. Afnan on the cap. Let's tap into it. Let's tap into this one. Now, if I'm correct, this is supposed to be still saying in that JPG Lamel DNA. Oh, and it is. Oh, and it's a lot more spicy. This shit extremely spicy. But it still maintains that same opening as the original 9 p.m. I'm just getting a lot more spice in the opening on this one, which I enjoy. So, I ain't knocking this one at all. Let me get a script. Let's tap into it real quick. Beautiful atomizer, too. Beautiful atomizer, fam. All right, let's tap. Let's see how this one is on the note. I don't even know why I got a strip. I was supposed to put this on skin. My fault. We'll still do it on the strip. I was supposed to go on the skin. A little bit of freshness in the opening. A little bit. It's a lot of spice, though. I'm getting a lot of spice in the opening. This is very much so that same 9 p.m. the original DNA, just with a lot more spice, like a cayenne pepper type of spice. Very good, very aggressive. I can't say saffron, but it's like a very aggressive spice that you get with this. Let me know what y'all. Let me know down in the chat if you've gotten your hands on this one. One thing I can say is that I still am getting like that warm resins feeling. So I am still getting that. That's still playing a big part in there. You can pick up the cardamom, but the cardamom is not as I don't know, man. I don't think that the cardamom is in your face is what I was getting in the original. Like this one has a much more like a warmer, I would even say somewhat earthier spice to this fragrance. I would even say that one has like a little bit of earthier spice to it. Hold up. Now 9 p.m. Elixir is fire. Let's chop on the skin. Because we did it on the tester strip first. So let's do this one on the skin. I messed up. One spray on that. Because this one a little aggressive. Ooh. Hey, let me give it a second, bro. Let me give it a second. That just burned up. God, dog. Hey, man. Did anybody get a slight harsh experience that first time? I might have sprayed it too close. I got to get this a second to cool down. Cause that shit almost burned my nose, man. Okay, now we cooking. So on skin, you get that same like resin feeling. Very much so a warm, spicy fragrance with some resins. The elemi is still present in this one. So that one you still have the cardamom. You can pick up a little bit more on skin, but it's much more so still that earthy, aggressive type of spice that I'm picking up. Surprisingly though, you still get like that Lamel DNA. Like you still get the JPG DNA. This got to be like the new one. This got to be a clone of the new one. This got to be a clone of Elixir Absolute. Does it have the honey? No, I'm not getting no honey. Well, at least not right now. This is the first. This is like the first 5 minutes. So maybe give it a second. It does have some type of sweetness to it. I'm trying to figure out like what is it going to do because the way the resins that elemi is coming off, I can't really tell if it's gonna go into like I can't say vanilla, but more of like an amber type of dry down. That's kind of what I'm trying to see right now. But you can tell that there is some type of sweetness that's playing an effect. But it's just not as prominent right now. For me, I'm mostly getting the resins. I'm getting the spices. I'm getting that cardamom, but I'm really getting that resins and the spice in the fragrance. Boom. Boom. Let's see what we got. I'm catching up with the chat real quick. I just want to catch up with the chat. I haven't pulled the trigger on 9 p.m. Elixir, so I tried JPG. So I remember there was one shop that I went to, and I had to decide between getting 9 p.m. Elixir and it was one more fragrance. I think it was a Hawass. I think it was a 9 p.m. Elixir and a Hawass. Oh no, I think it was 9 p.m. It was this one and a collector's edition. And I had this because they just got that one in. I was like, dang, I think I might want that one. And I smelled this one, and I didn't smell collector's edition yet. And I was like, you know what? Let me just get that collector's edition. So I went with that one. It was either collector's edition or Supremacy. It was one of them. It was one of them. This one isn't bad. I know a lot of people are gonna like it. It has that TikTok, that popular likability. It is a good fragrance. Not knocking it at all. Not knocking it at all. I guess maybe for me, JPG, that little male DNA is starting to become something that's kind of like a Ventus, if that makes sense. Because it's becoming a lot of. I feel like I've gotten a lot of like JPG or little male DNAs. Like we had Lionheart from Armov. We got this one now. We have Hawass, Elixir got one. Like we're starting to get so many of those DNAs right now that it's like your boy a little tired, man. Your boy a little tired. See, that's what I'm saying. It has that Lamel Elixir base. Montrese, what up, fam? Much love. Appreciate you for stopping by. But I get the vanilla in the dry down. I'm getting some. You can tell that there's gonna be a sweetness in the dry down, but I'm not getting any like clear indication of what just yet. I don't know about the honey though, because honey normally comes off a little bit more thick than what a vanilla or amber does. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, he always cutting up, man. If you layer with intense, man, crazy. Which one y'all talking about? Personally, I don't get a lot of the absolute that everybody else does. See, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm not too sure about this one. But I will say, even our first impression, and we're still gonna wait. We still got other things that we got to do throughout the live stream, so we're definitely gonna be able to come back to this. But just off of first impression, I will say that this is a fragrance that I can see everybody enjoying. Yes, to me, I'm kind of looking at this as like a liquid broom to where I respect it. I can see it's a great fragrance, but like it might not have the same reachability for me as it has other people. But this fragrance would be great for the nighttime. I've actually right now, as it's starting to sit there, one thing I can pick up, I'm starting to pick up a lot more of like that lavender. A lot of lavender is starting to come out. Like it's starting to separate itself from the opening, from just that resins. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to separate itself a little bit. So now I'm starting to get that lavender, which is adding that nice designer type of quality to the fragrance. So this is nice. This is nice. Again, I can see people enjoying this fragrance a lot, especially with like that blind buy opportunity. So we're gonna put this one to the side and we're gonna continue on with the show. We'll revisit it and we'll see how both Plantine Blanc as well as 9 p.m. transition. So we're gonna come back to those in a second. Let's switch on over back to the live stream. And let me catch back up with the chat real quick. Let me catch back up with the chat. If you have anything Lamel Elixir related, it's redundant. See, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly how I feel about it. That's exactly how I feel about it. Magnolia, what up, fam? I appreciate you for stopping by, man. Appreciate you for stopping by. I'm gonna layer my kingdom 9 p.m. Will it be the same? Who knows? Who knows? Glad you're talking about this 9 p.m. I haven't been hearing much about it lately. I know. I think Walt talked about this one heavy. Walt talked about this one a while. Walt talked about this one. Not untold. Got you. I'm not into JPM. What the bank? And none of them work. You talking about the fragrance for sure. Yeah, I'm tired too. Damn, well y'all was active. I need to get into the chat. I'm not getting the leather vibe right now. Right now, I'm not getting the leather vibe because it has so much more of the lavender that's coming out. It still has that spice, so it's very much so warm, spicy right now with some resins. But that lavender is giving it that designer-esque quality. Personally, I'm not picking up any leather, and leather is a note that I'm quick to pick up on. I'm not getting any of that right now. Man, I don't know how you missed this and everybody was glazing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not that I missed it. I think I just had other. I think I might just had other ones that I wanted at the time. I think it was just other fragrances that I wanted at the time. Let's switch on over. Now we about to have some fun because I got a list and I want to get y'all opinion on this. We got 5 sophisticated fragrances that are all. These are designers, my bad. We got the affordable ones coming later. Let's get active, man. Let me get my stuff ready. You know, we got to change our production every once in a while. Let me move this to the side just so we can make sure we got everything visualized. And sophisticated designer fragrances, man. Let's get active. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification so that way you can be updated whenever we drop this content. Now, this one I really wanted to make specifically for fragrances that aren't really your everyday drivers. You know what I'm saying? Now, they can be depending on your situation, but for the most part, these kind of give you a little bit more of a sense of class, a sense of elegance, a sense of, you know what I'm saying? Like you somewhere belong somewhere. And where you at is exactly where you belong. You know what I'm saying? So these right here kind of give you just a better feeling about yourself. And these are outside of the affordable fragrances. So just know that these aren't BOB. As your BOB general, I'm not trying to let you down. I'm just trying to let you know of other things that you can endeavor into when you get ready. The first fragrance that I want to talk to is a oldie but a goodie, man. This one is a classic. For anybody that has this fragrance in their collection, they already know that we starting this thing off on the right foot. And that first fragrance is going to be Brioni EDP. Brioni EDP. Boy, hey man, this is a beautiful fragrance. If you want to talk about class, this is one of those. Fresh, but not on the citrus side of things. This was much more so fresh in that sense of like green, the Fougere side of things. I think this fragrance has a little bit of clove in it, so it does have some slightly earthy undertones. A lot of leather in this one as it starts to transition, so it is going to be giving you like a very nice masculine profile, but not anything that's in your face or too aggressive. This is a fragrance to me that, especially if you're starting off trying to get into a fragrance that is a lot more class, you know, just represents class and it really doesn't have any type of youthful juvenile personalities about itself. It's kind of hard to search outside of the Brioni line when it comes to that, especially if you're looking for designers. Entry point isn't that bad for the price that you're paying. And for the most part, a lot of their fragrances are very inoffensive. Again, I know I said that it has some leather, but the way this fragrance mixes like that fresh, spicy aspect of things in it, giving it a very, again, a very nice Fougere type of opening, very green in a way, while still mixing together with earthy undertones of some clove, some spice. Very nice, man. If you know about Brioni, please let me know. Like, just let me know if I'm tripping. Give me a 1, give me a gas, give me a fire. Let me know down in the chat if Brioni is some gas to you. Now, again, this one's going to be much more mature. A lot of these fragrances on this list, I can't see somebody that's under like 25 really enjoying too many of these. I'm not even going to hold you. I see one that maybe. But outside of that, I'm not really seeing too many that people are just going to be rocking with like that, fam. It's if you're younger. If you're younger, let me say that. I got to get some water. See what we talking about. Let me see what we talking about. I want to get smoky, but NYC weather ain't having it. Hear great things about Brioni. Brioni is nice, man. Brioni and Brioni Intense. I'm all ears. Hey, they are beautiful fragrances. Now the second one, let's go here. The second one, The second one is going to be coming from Carolina Herrera, and we're talking about passion. Carolina Man Passion. Now, this one is playing on a lot of resins. Warm, spicy, but a lot of resins. This one has like some olibanum. This one has some olibanum. This has some elemi in it, I think. Also, this one has a nice, I think it has cardamom or ginger. So, oh, nutmeg. This one has a warm nutmeg spice because it's somewhat playing on like an earthy aspect of the spice. So, but somewhat creamy at the same time. And that's where this fragrance kind of starts to add that slight sophistication to it, because once you start to get that past that opening in the elemi, the resin starts to dial down a little bit. It really starts to have a slightly creamy undertone while it's mixing together with that spice. And then once it's to dry down, it has a very nice woody effect as it's drying down. Still going to be in that sandalwood vein of things because, again, it's going to be extremely creamy. That's what I'm saying as far as the dry down of the fragrance. So very beautiful in my opinion. And again, the one thing that I think helps it, especially in that opening, is that the resins has a nice profile to it. Like, it's kind of loud in that first hour or two. And I'm not going to say loud in the sense of it's a room filler, because it's definitely not that. But it's one of those to where if you are able to sit, or if you're standing in a group of like 4 or 5 people, you'll be able to stand out. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be able to command most of that group, especially in those intimate one-on-one settings. This fragrance is going to be nice for either date night or work because of that warm, inoffensive presence that it gives off. So this is one that I would feel comfortable wearing in a suit, but this is also one that I would feel comfortable if I had to dress it like in some jeans, you know what I'm saying, a little hoodie or something. I would still feel good with getting away with the smell in those situations, because I mean, it just works. Like, it really just works. Not something I would say a signature scent, but it definitely does give you a touch of class and just feel much better than just extremely youthful fragrance, like one of these elixirs that we're talking about. Let me know y'all thoughts on that one. What did he say about what? Let me see. Let me see. Bruh, tell me you had an intense EDP. Come on, fam. Nah, this is just the regular. Nah, this is just the regular EDP. This is not the intense EDP. I think I have a decant of the intense EDP though. Did you review Plantine Blanc? Yes, I already did the opening of it. Absolutely amazing. You will probably have to rewind it a little bit to see my reaction for the initial opening, because now we're about to go through the mid after this segment right here. I've wanted that Carolina Herrera for so long, bro. One of those things you have on your list and always get things over. Facts. It is. It's definitely one of those. It's definitely one of those type of fragrances. My nose is not up to CH yet. I got, hey, Birds of Paradise is absolutely amazing. And Birds of Paradise kind of plays on that fir, that cypress, that green, outdoorsy, woodsy effect in a beautiful manner, fam. You ain't not. Yeah, I got that one too. Oh, Carolina Birds of Paradise. This could have been like top 10 designer release last year. Like, real talk, it was underrated. Highly underrated. Get the intense. Now let's go into the third fragrance. The third fragrance is one that I ain't gonna lie. Most people, this is one of my rare fragrances that's in my collection. So I definitely want to bring this out. So this one is one that I bring out every once in a while when I really want to, you know what I'm saying, showcase something. That's what this one is. And I'm talking about Infinite Spice from the Mercedes-Benz line. Now, this is one that they did with a lot of perfumers. So they had their own collection. It was 4 of them that got made, I think. I think it was 4 or 3 of them that they made. And Oliver Crest was one of the people that got to get his own. I think Alberto Morales. Let me see. Yeah, I think Alberto Morales. Yeah. Alberto Morales was one of the other ones, and I think the other person was a lady. But Infinite Spice is one of those. I'm telling you right now, this one ain't for everybody. I'm gonna keep this one a bean for you. This fragrance is not for everybody, and I mostly say that because it's called Infinite Spice for a reason. It plays a lot on the spicy side of the fragrance. Szechuan pepper, clove, A lot of pepper, fam, and it's very earthy, and it kind of does have like a slight oriental and Al Malik twist about itself. Nothing that's really off-putting if you enjoy this style of a fragrance, but again, it's a very unique fragrance in my personal opinion. If you're one that enjoys this, I'm telling you, one of the things that you will enjoy is you're gonna enjoy the way that Szechuan pepper and the clove or whatever earthy spice it is mixes together in that opening. This fragrance really doesn't have much of like a gourmand or vanilla amber. Like it really doesn't do too much outside of the. It really doesn't do too much outside of the spice that you get in the opening on this one. So this one isn't, like I keep saying, this is not one that's gonna be for everybody. But if you can rock with this DNA, you will definitely appreciate it. I would say go light on them sprays. Definitely don't try to do this one indoors and go 15 sprays like it's a cheapie or something. This one has a body that actually just pushes. And look, if you look on the back of it, it'll let you know that this is a part of the VIP club line. So this is one of the OG Mercedes-Benz fragrances from the collection. Now, the next one that we're going to go into, we got two more that I want to showcase. The next one is going to be the Armani Code Absolute Gold. Armani Code Absolute Gold. Now, this one I like. I like this one a lot because this one has the ability to play on the fruits in the opening. So you get some citruses, you get a beautiful apple, but it has an ability to play on the fruits in the opening while still giving you a very warm, a very mature DNA of a fragrance. I like this. I like this. And I know that this one might be extremely underrated compared to the other fragrances in the line. I know that a lot of times people refer to like Profumo and things like that. But for me, this one right here, and especially for the price that I got this one at, I think I got this 110 ml for like 60 bucks from Nordstrom Rack. So a beautiful fragrance that does play a lot on that tonka bean. So that's where it's going to be a lot of the spice that you get from it. So it's inoffensive. It's fresh in the opening, but not like a aquatic type of freshness. It's just very inoffensive in that opening, very warm, spicy, easy to enjoy in my personal opinion. Very underrated design, especially coming from this line. So that's going to be the fourth one there. And then last but not least, we have to talk about this. Every time I get a chance to talk about this, I have to. And it's going to be that Guerlain L'Homme Ideal EDP. Y'all already know that this is going to be playing a lot on that cherry, that almond, that wood, leather in the dry down, a lot of leather in the transition, nutty, cream. Oh, man, yeah, this one is dope. This one is beautiful. And this is one of those lines to where I'll say this. Outside of like people that are L'Homme Ideal fans or they just content creators. I don't really know too many people that have like multiple of the Guerlain L'Homme like that, especially when it comes to this one. Like you really just get the one that you enjoy the most. This one is warm. Oh, this is nice. And this is one of the most dominant or most prominent cherry notes that you can get in a fragrance. Me personally, I enjoy that fragrance the most when it comes to that cherry almond effect that you get in the opening up. And then it still has a leather dry down too, which is I'm a big fan of. So yeah, that one I'm rocking with heavy. That one I am enjoying heavy. Armani Code Absolute is a banger. Now you're in my ballpark mode. Love Armani Code since the early 2Ks. There we go. There we go. Let's see. Yes, Guerlain L'Homme EDL in the extreme. See what I'm saying? Yes, I have the extreme. Which Guerlain is that again? L'Homme EDL. This the EDP. This the EDP. This the EDP. Give me one quick second. We gotta take one quick intermission. Give me 1 minute. This ain't gonna take. Whew, I'm glad that's gonna be able to get edited out. Okay, my bad, y'all. I had to take care of something real quick. But we're back with the 5 fragrances. Again, the fifth one, L'Homme Ideal. Oh, Ricky. Okay. What up, Ricky? I see you dropping in the building. L'Homme Ideal EDP. But again, you can't go wrong with Carolina Passion for Men. A beautiful resin, spicy, warm, spicy fragrance with some leather as it's drying down. Beautiful in my personal opinion. Discontinued limited gem that I just so happen to have in my collection by Oliver Crisp from the Mercedes Benz line. Infinite Spice. Beautiful. Beautiful. But not for everybody. Not the intense. But Brioni EDP still got that one. Beautiful fragrance to have as well, especially one something that's going to be definitely not in that youthful vein. A complete 180 from a youthful fragrance, you cannot go wrong with that. And then you have the tonka bean, a little bit of fruits in in the opening. Beautiful leather in the dry down. Almighty Code Absolute is another one that you cannot go wrong with. Let me know y'all thoughts down in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification. That way you can be updated whenever this content drops. Let's get back into the stream. Boom. Now, y'all know these are my favorite parts of the show. We got this and that coming up. Well, we're going to be putting two fragrances against each other, and I'm going to ask y'all, which fragrance do you prefer? Which fragrance would you prefer for life? This or that? You can only choose one. I'm not playing no in betweens. Let's get active. Let me catch up and see what I still got to go with the chat. Let me make sure. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good, Ricky? We see you down there, man. Much love. Much love. I appreciate everybody down in the chat. Make sure y'all hit the like button as you make your way in. And let's go back and tap into Plantine real quick. And we're going to see how this fragrance transitioned, how it moved. And then we're going to go back into 9 p.m. as well. And we're going to see how that one developed. So tapping back into Plantine. So now it hasn't been too long. But that mint is not as prominent now. Now it's like a much more blended. It's blended a lot better. Whereas the mint was the most dominant thing that you got within like the first 10 minutes of the fragrance. Now it's much more blended nicely to where you still get the fruits. So you get that. Well, not really the fruits. You get the freshness from like the lime, the lemon, because it's playing on much more of a tart citrus than it is the orange side of things. So it is going to be on that. The mint is still there, but it's somewhat soapy now. It's somewhat soapy in a way, like undertones of some soap. You still do get the rosemary, so it's still playing a nice, like, aromatic side to the fragrance, still keeping it on a very green level. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. But I will say this. This is one, and this could just be me, but this is one of those fragrances to where you could easily get caught up in the opening on. Plantine Blanc is a fragrance that you could easily get caught up in the opening on. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That just goes to just speak to the fragrance within itself. But, man, you got to experience this one. You definitely have to experience this one. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this thing has some type of neroli in it because it's playing in that fresh floral aspect of things also, just with how the mint, those certain aromatics are coming off in the fragrance. This is a nice pickup. This is a nice pickup. You should compare Plantine Blanc with Vo Ziggy. I do not have that one. The mint pushes off my skin. How far into the fragrance do you start to notice? Will, how far into the fragrance do you start to notice before you start to notice that mint is going down a little bit? For me, I'm probably about 30 minutes, and I could be going nose blind. So I'm not trying to take away anything from the fragrance at all. I could just be going nose blind because in the opening, that was the best part to me. So I was smelling it on my nose for that. I was really into, I was smelling the mess out of my wrist for that one. So maybe for me, I might have just gone blonde by right now, but I'm kind of curious to know for you, Will, at what point did you start to notice the mint start to fade away and then everything else just blended together with it nicely, especially from the opening? Plantine Blanc, Plantine was sharper than I expected. It was minty, and it is. It is. It's extremely minty. It's a lot of mint, but that doesn't mean that that's a bad thing. You just have to be somebody that enjoys that style of a fragrance. For me, I enjoy those. I like the aromatics. I like the cypress, the sage. I like things that play in that aspect of the fragrance. So for me, it's dope. It's a hit. But for others, I can see how it can be somewhat off-putting for others. The presentation. Oh, it presents the entire life for me. What? It's present the entire life for me. Damn, that's what's up. So yeah, I'm probably just nose blind to it right now then, and just able to pick up a little bit more of those citrus accords now. Plantine Blanc was my scent of the day on yesterday. I didn't even get to my mailbox before I got a compliment. I love it with my Marjan Moscow Mule layered. Okay. I do later combo we can try out. That be on the intense. OMG, I gatekeep that one for real. Hey, which you talking about the intense EDP? That's the one that I was talking about. So yeah, you say we own it. Steve, not too much for me. Okay, I was wondering. That's my go-to fragrance all summer. You got my attention with that layering combo. I'm telling you, man, hey, we trying to share love over here. I have X Scandal and it's amazing, so I can't wait to try this one. I was thinking about getting that Scandal, but I don't know how that one's gonna come off with the like. I tried this one and I tried Scandal, just one spray of each, and I was like, yeah, this one. I had to get this one. This is a beautiful fragrance, man. This is a beautiful fragrance, simple but very classy, loud as hell in the opening too. So I'm rocking with this. Let's dip over to the next one because we do have to switch over to 9 p.m. Elixir. So we need to go back and see how this one is transitioned. Now in the opening, damn, hold up. I'm, no, I'm not really getting any leather. I'm still getting that warm spice to it. Still getting that resonance with the feeling also from that the LME that's playing a part. But now I'm just maintaining a lot of lavender in this fragrance. So definitely a designer style fragrance. Definitely gonna be in that JPG Lamel DNA, that JPG Lamel Elixir DNA. Whether it's the absolute, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't get a decant of that one yet. But just off of the fragrance right here, you can tell that it's gonna be playing in that Lamel DNA. So yeah, it's in that same ballpark. And for the price that you will be paying, this is actually nice. This is nice. Am I the most crazy about it? I'm just tapped out of that DNA right now. I kind of am. But this was playing a good part in that. Now, the only thing that I can say that would be off-putting with this DNA is going to be that spice that you get in the opening because initially it was somewhat aggressive and it was somewhat earthy. If you're not a fan of earthy spices, then you're probably not going to be a fan of this one because it takes a while to get to that warm resins. The earth spice dialed down a little bit, and the lavender came in and played a big part in it. So you're gonna have to wait for that to transition before you can actually enjoy it if you're not the biggest fan of spices. Me, I'm cool with it. This is a beautiful fragrance. I like what they did here. This is another hit in the 9 p.m. line. Regardless of if I think it's 10 out of 10 or not, this is another hit. Most people are gonna like this in the Afnan 9 p.m. line. So that's my personal opinion on that one. Is the Aromatix line good, guys? Haven't followed the frag game for more than 6 months. So much to catch up with. So let's tap into it real quick. I got 3 of them. I'm missing one. This is my favorite one. This one is Carnal Desire. This one plays on like a jammy rose, jammy raspberry cotton candy type of effect. Very nice, not overly sweet at all. And I think this one has this one has oud in the dry down. Oud leather in the dry down. Very nice. Very nice for what you're paying, in my personal opinion. Gonna be unique, not too offensive. You just have to make sure that you're okay with like a tart raspberry fragrance, as well as you're okay with oud. If you can get with that, then you can get with Carnal Desire. The other one is going to be Royal Taboo, and this one is going to be playing on like a very warm, cinnamon, spicy tobacco fragrance. This one is hella aggressive in the spices. I'm not even gonna hold you. Beautiful fragrance though. This is my favorite tobacco fragrance. I will say that. But you just have to be a fan of that spice that you get because it's aggressive. That's all I'm saying. It's aggressive. Don't overspray. Don't overspray. So we're gonna go back over here to this. All right, now we can get into the nitty gritty of things because I want to start. I want to play a game now. What they say? I want to play a game. So we got two fragrances. We're about to go into this or that. We have two fragrances that we're going to be putting together. We got 4 rounds. Y'all know how we do it. Let's get active. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and start off with the first round. I want to just start off. Let's just get straight to it. We are going to go fall signature scent. Somebody brought this up in the comment section on the last live on Tuesday, and they said, which one are you choosing between this one or that one? So the two that we are putting together, the first one is going to be coming from French Avenue, and that is going to be Liquid Broom for your fall signature scent. So you already see how we coming right now. This is a heavy hitter, but the second one is not a slouch. Please don't get it twisted. But the second fragrance is going to be that they wanted us to pin together. Is going to be a side bourbon from La Tapa. Now, let's get active. Now, I wanna get this disclaimer out the way right now. Let's not do the TikTok hype. Let's be fair. You know what I'm saying? Let's really speak on the two fragrances, the differences about them, and what we enjoy about them. Okay? Let's keep it respectful. Now, for me, we'll start off with Liquid Broom. Liquid Broom is going to be, we know what this is, man. We know what this is. Warm, spicy, sweet, resins, loud. This is the big body one, man. I can't even hold you. This one's like that. We already know what this is coming off that Altair DNA. Excellent fragrance for the cold weather and perfectly fine if you wanted to signature scent. I don't think nobody would knock any situation that you could be walking into if you have this fragrance on. It's just like that, and it performs. It lasts. It has a compliment factor as well, and you just feel good about yourself when you rocking that fragrance. So Liquid Broom from French Avenue is a classic. It's in there. The other one though is a side bourbon from La Tapa, and this one right here is just my type of fragrance because this one plays. Even though you're only paying $25, this one plays a very nice designer type of quality about it. You have some aromatics. You got a lot of lavender that's going to be playing a huge factor in this. You get that in the opening for the most part. Somewhat a nice spice in it that is going to be warm also. But this one has a very nice gourmand touch that once it hits that mid, it starts to have somewhat like a chocolate creamy effect in it. Still maintains the lavender, but that gourmandish touch in the mid to the dry down is one thing that I think a lot of people overlook when it comes to a side bourbon because it's really like that. It's really like that in my personal opinion. So now that we kind of have both of those down, let's just talk about the performance real quick. Performance-wise, they're both going to be very close, very similar, but I'm still going to give the edge to Liquid Broom on that one. That one literally just not too many fragrances that's going to push on that one. But a side bourbon is no slouch. I'm getting around that 7-hour range, so I'm cool with that. I'm happy with that, especially for the situations that I'll be wearing it in. But if you're more so which fragrance has the better performance, go with Liquid Broom. Scent profile, they're both going to be about the same, playing on a warm, spicy effect. French Avenue Liquid Broom is going to be playing on a little bit more of a resin, so it's going to have a balsamic type of feel to it. But you're not going to be able to notice much of it. It's undertones. A side bourbon is going to be playing on that warm spice, but it has a very nice gourmand touch and a lot of aromatics to it also. That one to me right there, that's where the scent profile kind of takes the cake for me when it comes to these two. So let's get into the chat and let's see which one y'all really rocking with it in this. Are you taking this Liquid Broom? You taking that aside bourbon? Let me know down in the chat. I'm kind of curious to know. Burlington's and TJ Maxx had them just asked everybody. Yeah, I've seen a couple of those. Broom because of the spiciness. Yeah, Broom has a good spice effect. One of the things I like about Broom is really that nutmeg cinnamon spice. It's so inoffensive. Even though it's aggressive at times, it can be extremely inoffensive. And the fact that it almost gives you a beast mode performance about itself is absolutely insane to me. So yeah, I'm a big fan of that one too. So I ain't gonna hold you. I can see if this one was a tough challenge. Gotta go liquid broom, but cheapy bang for your buck. You definitely gotta be happy with the Aside. I'm telling you, because the Aside is like 20, 25. You can still get that for the low low. Liquid broom, you want to be paying up there like around 40 still, I think. Team broom. Broom. Honestly, you need both. I'm just saying, for 60 bucks, if you was to get both of these, you gonna be set for the whole summer because then you will have one that you can really do signature scent, and then you can do this one special occasion because a lot of people probably feel that this is a little bit more special occasion where this is gonna be that fragrance to where you could just be throwing this one on just because you're going to go get some groceries or something. You know what I'm saying? You going to a Starbucks run, you doing something like that, you really can't go wrong with it. You really can't go wrong with it. Warm spicy versus fresh spicy. There you go. Don't start. I already shared. Bad intentions. Yeah. Let me know. I would love to know y'all thoughts on in the comment section, man. Hold up. Now wait, Walter cannot wear that bourbon in the summer. Nah, I can't wear it in the summer. I can't, not bourbon. I can't wear bourbon in the summer. I thought I could. Once I got into them hundreds, it was too much, man. I was like, ooh, this shit pushing too. I almost choked me out, man. But it's a nice fragrance though. Spring, you can get away with it during the spring, fall, and winter. Keep that thing during those like transitional times. You know, anything under 80, you probably gonna be maybe even 85, you might be good. But after that, you might just want to chill. You might want to chill on that. All right, let's see what we got. So I think that on that one, I think aside, no, Liquid Broom definitely took the cake on that one. So we're gonna put this one back, and I do have another one. Now this one is going to be designer fragrance. This is gonna be designer date night fragrance. Now one of them is a legend in the game. This one, this one is a legend in the game for sure. But the other one is a underrated king in my opinion. Just so overlooked. So overlooked. The first fragrance that we're going to bring to the congregation is going to be Mercedes-Benz Club Black. And remember, this is for that fall date night. Remember, this is for that fall date night fragrance. Now, the next fragrance that we have, shout out to Paco Rabanne, man, Big Paco. Pure Excess Night. Let's talk about it. Best date night fragrance. Best date night fragrance. Let's see what we can do. Now, the first one, I want to talk about this one. I want to talk about Pure Excess Night. Because y'all already know about Mercedes-Benz Club Black. We don't really need to spend too much time with this. But this Pure Excess Night, let's talk about this one. This is a beautiful fragrance, man. Yeah, it has some aromatics in there, so it is playing on that lavender. But this one has a very nice, like, salted caramel effect about it. Beautiful gourmands as you start to transition. And again, that salty aspect of the fragrance is going to be there for most of it. Like, at times in the opening, I kind of get like a salted pretzel feel, but then as it starts to transition, because that's when you start to get a lot more of that caramel, that's when that extra gourmand kick starts to shine in this fragrance. So for me, this one is absolutely nice, especially again with how it plays on the aromatics in the opening. A lot of lavender that you get, but still a very nice fragrance for the price you're paying. You can pick this up for less than 50 bucks, I think, for 100 ml. But then on the other side of the coin, we got Mercedes-Benz Black. Yeah, this is a Paco. That's a Paco. I hate that I don't wear Benz Club no more, man. You got to. Benz Club is nice. We're going to talk about it. The bottle is whack. It's just too many options this time. Yeah, for real. When it comes to that, like back then where Mercedes-Benz used to be, see, this is why I don't be in the chat, because I was supposed to be talking about this first, and then this would have been a great topic. Shit. Okay, back then, Mercedes-Benz used to be a great option for date night, especially before we got all of these fragrances we have now. A lot of times when it comes to a designer fragrance, trying to fill that $40 affordable area of the fragrance lane is kind of tough because Sometimes they don't have the presentation, they don't have the performance, they don't have the scent profile of some of these clones and affordable, like Middle Eastern brands that we've been getting into. So even though back then this is a fragrance that we used to love, like now I'm not gonna hold you. If this is still in my collection by the time my son start going on dates, cause oh Lord bless him, I'm gonna give him this one. Like it's like, yeah, you can have this day night, do your thing. I mean, you'll enjoy it. It's a classic. It's been sitting for a while. You know, it's like one of those. It's just way too many options right now to want to say, yeah, I'm about to reach for that Mercedes-Benz Club Black for my date night fragrance like I used to do back in the day. Yeah, man, this is Paco Rabanne. This is Pure XS Night. They have Pure XS Night. They got Pure XS Black, which is a very classic one. Yeah, yeah. Big ass bottle though. Another one that you can definitely get somebody a concussion with. It kind of feels like a camera bottle. It definitely feels like a camera bottle. I feel like they're gonna discontinue Blood Club. I thought they already did. I could have sworn they already released it. I mean, not released it. I could have sworn that they already discontinued Black. But let's go ahead and get back into the get back into the comparison now. Going into Mercedes Benz Club Black, you know what? Yeah, another one that's very warm, spicy, somewhat resins at the same time. It's kind of hard to dislike either one of these. Like for me, if you're somebody who likes a fragrance that's still going to be playing in that liquid broom vein of things somewhat, then this is going to be the one that you're going to enjoy the most. Whereas if you are somebody that truly enjoys like the caramel, the true like sweet, can be overly sweet, gourmandish aspect of things, then that's going to be the one for you right there. This is going to be the one for you right here. Now, let's switch over. I have one Ben Select Night is my boo. I think I got that one on a decant also. I got one more round that I want to do, and this one we're not going to spend too much time on. This one going to be but this one might be the hardest. The last question I want to ask is the best absolute. What's the best absolute? Now, we're not going to play this game with the other ones. We're not going to play the same game with this one like we did the other ones. This one we got to take everything into consideration, because we have Afnan and we have our mouth. Y'all already know what we're talking about. We're taking everything from presentation all the way to notes. Everything. Everything. The best absolute. Let's talk about it. First things first. Supremacy Collector's Edition. Beautiful packaging. Box opens up like so. Fragrance sits in the box. And then you just pop it open. And then you are set. Beautiful packaging in my personal opinion. Definitely worth holding on to. But then we got this one right here. Right, this Club de Nuit, this might be the best packaging I've ever gotten on a fragrance. Opens up like so. Unwrap that. Move this to the side, because this has like a rubber-esque type of feel to it. Very nice, so you move that to the side. Then you have the press show. Almost steel, metal, tin, foil, whatever you want to call it. Beautiful packaging. Got you a little towel, because this does have a a fingerprint magnet about itself. And then the bottle. Whoo, that thing is beautiful. Okay, so there's a lot to go. There's a lot to enjoy about both of these fragrances. There's a lot to enjoy about both of these fragrances. The first thing, hold on. I'm trying to put that. The first thing, let's go into this one right here. The one thing I noticed about Supremacy Collector's Edition is this. This fragrance has some beautiful fruits. Beautiful fruits in the opening. Like out of both of these, I want to say that Supremacy Collector's Edition is going to be the one that if you only care about the more prominent fruit opening, what that blends together, the oranges, the apples, the pineapples. If you want one that blends together the opening of fruits better, this might be the one. Because this one right here plays on that fruit opening extremely nice. Now, we're just focusing on the opening right now. And then you got Peugeot. Peugeot to me somewhat focuses on like the smoky, the a lot more of the lemon. Whereas Supremacy Collector's Edition is blended together with all the fruits very nice. This one's focuses a little bit more on the lemon, a little bit more on the pineapple, a little bit more on the incense. A lot of smoke in this one. This one is going to be, to me, the more earthier fragrance of the two. Well, smoky, earthier fragrance of the two. Whereas this one, the main difference with this one is after the opening, this one to me has a lot more of a mossy appeal in the transition. Yeah, this one has a little bit more of a mossier transition in the with this fragrance. So it really just depends on which one you prefer. Do you want one that has a fruity opening, blended together nicely, but also has a somewhat of a mossy transition, or do you want one that blends a little bit more fresh in the opening, but you want one that leans a little bit more fresh in the opening, but has a very nice incense, woody type of dry down. It all just depends on which one you enjoy. For me, these are two that I always go back and forth on because one, the Absolute Vintage DNA is an absolute beast. It's a beautiful one to have. I always say that Peugeot for me is going to be the one that I would always choose, especially once you take into consideration price point, fragrance, presentation, performance. Once you take into consideration most of that, for me, I'm pretty much always I'm rocking out with Peugeot on that one. Whereas with Supremacy Collector's Edition, it's like I'm trying to find layering techniques for that one. Whereas this one I'm going to keep as its own fragrance. I wouldn't mind using this one for layering. I want to use Peugeot as its own fragrance. Supremacy, fruitier. Peugeot, smokier. Supremacy, better every day all round. Myron says you need both. Flip a coin and you good. It really is like that though. You're really not missing out on too much. Pressure is pressure with bad intentions. I'm team Supremacy. Okay, Ricky, I see you choosing Supremacy. Joe Cap is choosing Supremacy hand down. We got it. If you are being technical, Peugeot is the better absolute, but I prefer Collector's Edition. That's 3 for the Collector's Edition. William is going with the Peugeot. Myron is fuck, I'm messing up right now. I like the opening. That's how I know this live stream getting in a minute. I like the opening of Supremacy better, but the smoke of the Peugeot, come on, man. I'm just saying that Peugeot has a very nice smoky side, a smoky incense aspect about it, and it still has like that pineapple. It's nice. I'll go Supremacy. We got another Supremacy. I'm gatekeeping that Le Parfait. Bold. Hey, this is nice. This is nice. I'm rocking with this. For me, I'm still gonna go. I'm still gonna go with Peugeot, but I would definitely say you could really flip a coin toss with either one of these. You're not really gonna trip over which one you get, just because it has a likable DNA. It's really easy to like. And if you're trying to get that a vintage absolute DNA, there is nothing wrong with neither one of these because they both do that DNA the absolute best for what you can get on the market at like an affordable rate. So yeah. Yeah, it's just I'm just telling you, it's something about the Peugeot packaging, like the whole thing about it is just top notch. It's just top notch. I still remember when I first got this thing in the mail, I say, oh my gosh, what type of experience is this? What type of experience is this? Brune and Supremacy attracts. Bourbon and Peugeot reveals the bad intentions. Hey, that is something I would not have thought to say, but that is a very true statement. I agree with that statement. I agree with that statement 1000%, fam. That was a great breakdown on that. Let's get back to the stream, man. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the bell notification. Uh, let's get active, man. One more day to Friday, man. We got football on tonight, so let me know what y'all. I might be going out to one of my old buddies, my old neighbor. Go watch a game out there with him. So y'all be safe if y'all do anything tonight. Enjoy some football. We got one more day to Friday, so don't do nothing too crazy. Got to make it into the weekend safe. Tomorrow I'm going to be going live, but I'll probably be going live from Dallas Perfume Wholesale. So I'll be at the shop tomorrow, and I'm probably gonna be live on TikTok too. My TikTok is doing some nice things right now. So yeah, I might be going live on TikTok as well. So YouTube and TikTok, y'all should see both of them. Honestly, per show opening Lemony, we get in the other club they knew we in. Unfortunately, I have two others, so supremacy is different. Hey, there you go. Ain't nothing wrong with it, man. I appreciate that input. I definitely appreciate that input, fam. We about to get ready to get up out of here, man. Let me know down in the comment. W stream, L stream. Let me know what y'all think. I greatly appreciate everybody that showed support throughout the whole thing. Again, set your bell notifications if you haven't already, because we will be going active tomorrow. Tomorrow gonna be a big day. I think I'm gonna like that. So we got a lot planned. So make sure I hit y'all notifications that way you can be updated. And let's get up out of here, man. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a blessed day.